So you can't hear anything I said. Hello, welcome to the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla Show. I think everybody's still over at Simply Jan Homesteads Live, or a lot of our friends are. But we're glad that everyone that's here is here. Well, this is something we're going to do every Friday night from now until August on the 3 different captains channels here over at Anson, Ivy's Forge and Farm, and then the Sprinkled Donut Forge, which is channel. So we're just hanging out. If there's anything anybody wants to talk about, or if we want to talk about anything, and I'll get into some of the Beard Up Challenge stuff here in a little bit. It is going to run all the way until hey guys, welcome. It is going to run until August. But you got to join by March 1st to be eligible for all the prizes. Now, there may be some prizes throughout the months that we allow anybody to win, but because this is kind of transforming as we go, I guess, sort of speaking. Yeah, to get each team's going to have grand prizes, and there's also going to be prizes every month from challenges that we're going to do. Let me drop a link in here.
I think we should go with September 1st.
For 6 months. Yeah, but then it'll throw us off. What we're going to do 5 months for the last one because we're doing a year and a half. And we started August 1st, 2019. So even though they're only on our team for 5 months, we're not growing a beard, so it doesn't really matter the time length. And then it keeps us on track for our year and a half. Because we're doing this in 3 parts, each one 6 months long. So August 1st to February 1st, February 1st, August 1st.
Hi, Robin.
All right, Creative Yeti's here. Well, let's welcome Anson to this. This is another team captain. I don't see him, so when I see him come up on the screen, I'll add him to the stream. But we're just hanging out. I don't know if this is against the rules or not. There's Anson.
There we go. All right. Howdy.
Howdy. How are you? I saw your rants with Anson.
Yeah. Man, I cannot win for losing when it comes to rain for this month.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I deal with it all the time. Every day is a play with the weather with us, unless we're working inside all day.
Yeah, I mean, normally for Virginia, state of Virginia, the February, March timeframe is normally super dry. Because it's the end of winter, it's kind of like going into spring. So it is on record. It's normally super dry, but this February is like record-breaking rains, and
well,
we just
we had something like that a couple years ago, about 3 years ago. My garden that I normally plant my garden same time of year every year, right after the last frost, which is May 10th. And sometimes I can even get it in the beginning of May. But I think it was 3 years ago, I put it in and everything flooded out twice. I lost all my seedlings, had to go buy all fresh starts from the greenhouse. I did end up with a garden. I ended up harvesting really late, but it was a lot of heartache, a lot of water, and I think we're going to have that again this year.
I mean, we were basically the same last year. Obviously, we had the raised garden bed that was new. We did the whole the Hergel culture thing, whatever, trying it out for the very first time.
Well, take out for that to start, though. The second year will be better.
Second year is normally a lot better for that style. Plus, we we took a lot of the dirt and the compost that we had from our compost bin, since that bin has to be moved. So we had a good year's worth of compost that has been breaking down, and we threw that in there. So we had
chickens.
Yeah, we had like 3 large wheelbarrow fulls of compost from our compost bin, and so that's good. But unfortunately, where we at, because we are inside city limits, and the city that we live in. So a little backstory, right? There's 6 cities, basically all right here together, that make up Hampton Roads, right, or Tidewater, depending on the year. So for us, the city that we live in, we cannot have any type of livestock, i.e., chickens. We can't have pigs. We can't have any of that. Every other surrounding city, they can have up to 6 hens. They can have like a little small miniature pig. They can have other types of rabbits. So there's nothing on the book saying that we can't have rabbits, and eventually we would like to do that. We just know that cost right now we can't afford it.
But
that is
and it takes a lot of time. Screws up when you're traveling. If you don't want to do any kind of traveling for vacation, animals put a big damper on all that stuff.
Yeah. So that's something that is definitely on the horizon for the future. As of right now, we have a cat, we have a dog, and that's it. That's all we can do. And even like our compost stuff, we're kind of relying on the leaves from neighboring trees, because we don't even have a tree in our yard, in our backyard anyway. The front yard, we have like 3 small trees, but other than that, it's grass clippings and kitchen waste.
Thank you, Robin.
That's
grass clippings are really beneficial, though.
Yeah.
That's what I like about Shed Wars, is learning all this stuff. MB Heritage Farms was talking about some of that stuff earlier. But I learn more and more every day, and even the stuff I thought I knew, I'm learning more. A better way to do it. So it's just it's a growing and learning process for sure. I've done it for a long time, but I've always just thrown plants in the ground and they did what they did. I've never really put this much thought or effort into it as I have the last couple of years.
I'm still not putting a whole lot of thought and effort into it. I mean, to be honest,
right.
Me personally, I plan on doing a few single seed challenges. Where we haven't started anything indoors. As of right now, not a single seed has went out, because the south side of our house, the back side of our house, not a single window, with the exception of our master bedroom, which is basically a 2 foot by 3 foot, but we can't put anything in front of that window because it leads to our bathroom. So basically the only I have like a little nightstand that's next to our bed. Underneath that window, but we have to leave that whole thing completely open to be able to get into our restroom. So other than that, is the slider door in the back on the dining room, and then we have a door that goes into our laundry room. That's it. So
you have 2 back doors.
We don't have any of that. We don't have any of that south facing sun that we can put plants into a window. Yeah.
We only got a few, and we've got them completely full. This is Stone Buena Vesa. Stone Buena Vesa. It's lime and salt.
Nice.
Lime and salt.
Yummy.
I've never had it. We're trying it.
This is Woodford Reserve on the rocks.
There you go. Well, you deserve it. You must have had a hard week.
Yes, very, very busy week. So, I mean, at work, we've had enough work over the last 2 months to have 4 people in my shop. And normally we're only like billeted for 3 people with the amount of work that we normally have. But we've had enough work for 4 people to have straight up 40-hour work week, and it's only me and one other guy, basically me and my department head, my boss.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been very busy.
You're doing the work of 3 people.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, taking care of the Navy. That's what we do. We take care of the Navy's small boats.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
I'm
amazing.
still a veteran taking care of veterans, even at my normal job.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't beat that. That's for sure. That's a very honorable job and very important.
Yeah,
For
I
sure.
mean, it's definitely it is a job I take with pride. And I know that some of these boats, that the Navy guys that they work on them, or they have like their own repair facility that should be working on them, but they don't, and then they come to us, because we're more of like a depot level repair whenever it comes to us, So as whenever it comes to us, I'll see something, that where I automatically look at it and I'm like, okay, I know that this is some sailor in a fleet that is just trying to make it work.
Yeah.
Because just some of the wiring and just some of the things that is ugly to look at. And I'm like, all right, I need to fix this, and I'll make it better. And so that's always one of my goals is every single boat that I work on, I try to make it better going back out to the fleet for our boys and girls in the fleet than whenever it came to us.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good format for anything in life, though. Try to send it away better than you found it. Yeah, I agree with that. Absolutely, that's a good way to live your life. I try to do that with everything. Whatever I find, try to make it a little bit better. I mean, it's real important with what you're doing, though. That's awesome to know that there's still people doing that.
Yeah,
that we have those kind of people on our back.
Yeah, we just recently picked up like a lot of the security boats for the fleet, and they have their own repair facility, and they do okay. Some of those guys are kind of lazy, in my opinion, but they're military, right? Some military are lazy. I know. I've been there.
It's not just military; it's everybody. You're gonna have all kinds of people, no matter what.
Yeah,
it takes everybody.
Yeah, there's like for example, like one of the boats that came in, they have certain parts on a boat, that helps it maneuver a little better and things like that. That we had a boat that came in that these parts they haven't worked on this boat, they said, in 3 years, and I was able to fix it this week. So
really?
it's still not like 100%, like the indicators and stuff like that, still not like 100%, but the function of the part is the trim tabs on a boat, that helps level the boat, keep it level to where they can see, they can function better. The things haven't worked, and they said 3 to 3.5 years, and I was finally able to get them to work this week.
Wow. So they just didn't use it, or they didn't use the boat?
Yeah, they used the boat. They just didn't use. They basically functioned the boat without the trim tabs. Yeah.
Yeah. So they had to do all the math and write it all down, the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, it's basically the leveling of the boat. So without the trim tabs, because all these boats, they have external engines, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're outboards. Well, even with that, they're having to kind of like move or adjust the engine to be able to get the boat to plane out. Right.
Well,
so
sure.
if they're at
more with
a
an
higher
outboard.
speed, so if they're at a higher speed, right, the boat, you don't want to be going through the water like this. You want to be going through the water like this, and that's what the whole point of the trim tab is.
Mm-hmm.
Is to help level out your boat. And
right.
If you're in a security position and you're having to chase somebody, you want to be able to see what you're doing, because you don't want to cause,
well, that trim tab, that's
having
the
mayhem.
Thing. The trim tab sits right below the rudder, right?
Yeah,
it sits below everything, so it'll actually
they're basically like plates that are attached to the keel of the boat, the very back part of the boat,
the part that looks like a whale tail.
Yeah, and they have like little hydraulic pistons that are on them. And what that will do is that it will lower or raise and it forces the water to
Right.
basically go to a different direction.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So it'll actually raise the boat out of the water. The boat will ride on very little. Will have very little friction on the water at all.
Yeah.
Right. It'll basically ride on that whale tail and the what do you call the very bottom V of the boat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And,
The very
it can fly.
keel. Yeah.
Keel. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Well, I don't know a lot about boats, but that's really neat. That's the same idea that they use in surfing, I guess, only in a lot larger scale.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I mean, normally the boats, I mean, they're going to be over 8 meters. Normally, be over 8 meters to have that type of
Cheers.
stuff in them to help them level out. Because if it's a smaller boat, like a 7 meter or 6 meter, those really don't need it, because the boat itself, once it gets up and at speed, it's going to level out itself. But some of those longer boats, they will just continue to ride like that without that help. So
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So that was your week. You worked on that all week, huh?
Yeah.
It's never ending, though. I'm sure.
I mean, it was troubleshooting because I mean, there's a few pieces and parts to it. I had to replace a few things. Cabling, obviously, the cable that was provided to us wasn't long enough, and we asked them that, hey, this cable wasn't long enough. Can you get us another cable? They said, well, you need to make what we gave you work. So I ended up
how big a diameter is the cable?
Well, the cable diameter wasn't that big, but there was 16 wires, so there's multiple wires inside,
Right.
and the wires are actually really small. They're 24 gauge. So if you don't know wire size, 24 gauge is really small.
Gauge. Mm-hmm.
And we have we do have like butt splices that we can use to build join two wires together, and they have like a built-in heat shrink. That's where you can splice two wires together and the heat shrink it together. That way it keeps the water and moisture and stuff like that out. Well, whenever it's a smaller wire like that, we can't do that. So what you have to do is you have to tin all the wires with solder.
Yeah.
J-hook it, connect the two wires together like this, and then heat it up and solder those things together. So I had to do that. So the whole wire itself is basically 14 wires all together on one connector, and I had to do that on both sides. So I had to do 28 wires of tinning, J-hooking, connecting, soldering, putting the heat shrink little protector over that, and then another protector over that, and then oh yeah, it's all day.
Yeah, that sounds like a day.
A lot of fun. Yeah.
Don't you love it when they give you the jobs that they say, "Oh no, make it work"?
Mm-hmm. And here I think this month has been a lot.
On Friday.
It's been a lot. Yeah, because I mean, not only the fleet boats, that we work on, we also work on a lot of the test craft. So a lot of like government test craft that they're designing and building and bringing in and things to that nature. We get to work on those too before they're even approved to go to the fleet.
Yeah,
those are fun.
You're considered a mechanic, or is that what they call you?
Well, my actual title is electronics technician.
Electronics.
I deal with all the electronics.
Very cool.
Yeah, because we have actual mechanics that work on all the engines, whatnot.
Yeah.
The outboards, the inboards. But I mean, we got some bigger boats too. Even some like the older boats that kind of like the Navy discarded, like the Mark V's. We have a few of those. We have some old 41 boats. So the basically the 41 footers that just go out. I mean, I think one of the 41 footers that we have, it was built back in the 70s.
That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, they still use it.
Wow, it's impressive. That'd be fun. So how many square foot is this dock that you were? It's a dock, right?
Well,
Like a
the
dock
building that we
warehouse.
work in it's on the Norfolk Naval Base. We do have it's basically it has two hangars
Mhm.
with like a central area, so we're off right on the water. Obviously, we have a boat ramp and everything.
Right.
Big area where we can
Imagine
store,
better.
but everything's all fenced in. So it's obviously I wouldn't be able to talk about everything that
No,
we
no,
work
no,
on
no.
because some of that stuff.
It's
But
a
yeah,
pretty big
any
area, is what I'm asking, though.
oh yeah, it's pretty good size. I think overall, well, our compound is probably half an acre.
Well, that's pretty big, though.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a lot of like the ship's boats or fleets, the fleet boats. So like the 7 meter and 11 meter boats that the Navy uses.
Yeah.
We we fix those. We hold on to those. Some of the not all of them, not every single one,
So
but
how
um,
big's an 11-meter boat? 11 meters. That's 33 feet.
yep.
Well, actually, probably closer to 38 feet if you're talking meters.
Uh, yeah,
'Cause
it's
a meter's like 3 point
yeah,
something.
roughly. Yeah, yeah, it's a little over 30 feet, and yeah, all the 11 meters they actually have a twin internal engine. Most of them are all jet drive.
So you're working
Uh,
on most of the like destroyers and the little ones.
no, I don't work on any of the Navy ships.
No.
No, only the small boats. So just yeah, the um, basically the little boats that go onto the Navy boats.
Big boats. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, very cool.
yeah,
It's
anything
used for
electronic.
transporting everything. And they take those back and forth all the time. They use them things for everything. It's a lot easier to use a small boat for something than to try to move that big thing around if you can do it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, they use them for everything. Obviously, like man overboard stuff. They're going to launch a small boat to go get the person that fell into the water. Any type of if a ship needs to go board another ship for VBS, right? That's the vehicle board and seizure, right? So if they're having to go physically go look at another ship, they're going to take one of those small boats, normally 11 meter, and they'll
Yeah.
go out to the other ship and they'll board them, search their vessel and then come back.
Very fun.
So yeah, all those, a lot of those boats that we work on, they get used every single day for very important missions. Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'd imagine. We spend a lot of money on it. I'd say it's
Oh yeah.
all probably very important.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's necessary.
So
So did
I
you
don't
get
know where
any of that
James at.
snow? Did you get I saw you got a lot of rain. Did you get any of that snow that everybody got? That polar vortex?
Yeah, polar vortex. Well, that's kind of the best part of like where our location is. So obviously we're right off the coast.
Yeah.
Okay, but we are on the east side of the Appalachian Mountains. So a lot of times when that weather is coming through, unless it's really coming from the south to come up to kind of hook around that mountain, we don't get a whole lot of snow.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff will transition. So especially where we are at. So if you look at the state of Virginia, look at the map or whatever, you'll see Highway 95. It's Interstate 95. That goes up through like Richmond and Washington D.C. and like all those areas, more a little north part of Virginia. So you can almost follow the weather to a T to where it's going to follow I-95. Everything to the north of that, snow. Everything to the south of that, rain. For the majority of every winter. On average, about every 5 years, we'll get a decent snow.
Yeah. And does
But yeah,
everybody like
this
it when
one.
you do, or do you hate it? You like the snow or you hate it?
I mean, I don't really care for it a whole lot, but it doesn't really bother me. It for Gladys, I mean, she hates the cold weather, but I mean, obviously, someone that has fibromyalgia, they're gonna hate cold weather because whenever she gets cold, she gets really, really cold and it hurts.
Yeah.
And for her, it takes her a very, very, very long time to get warmed up again.
Yeah.
So even
Hey,
using
we know a
heated
lot of people that
blankets,
have moved. We know a lot of
clothing.
people that have moved out of this
Yeah.
area for that exact reason, just because of the aches,
Yeah.
body aches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are wanting to move to Arkansas. And like, I would actually like to be up into the Ozarks. So that's obviously north of the river. But I know that part of that area gets really, really cold in the winter and they get snow almost every single year. So we might even be south of the river, more towards like the Quashtaws instead, only because I mean, I lived in Mena, Arkansas for a stint, actually, before I joined the Navy. So I know that that's south of the river is a little more mild winters.
Yeah.
So it will be more beneficial for her. Yeah.
Yeah. Arkansas sounds great.
Yeah.
You know some people up there.
And,
I like Arkansas. I like Tennessee
on the
too.
river. Yeah.
So Tennessee's probably I think the best place in the world, but we would never live there because then we'd have nowhere to go for vacation.
Yeah. I told Glass the same thing. That I mean, I love Kentucky, I love Tennessee, but if I was to live there, all those things that I truly love to be able to go visit and see, I would be going to like see them constantly, and I wouldn't have a reason to vacation.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
We go every year
Bourbon
we talked about moving
connoisseur.
there, but
Yeah.
we just thought, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because exactly, where would we go? Back to Ohio, maybe come back here, see family and stuff. But we like to have a place to go, and we didn't want it to lose its charm. You know what I mean? Going there and
Yep.
seeing everything new and fresh every time we go, instead of living there. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you please unlock?
Can I please unlock?
Yeah, please unlock.
Can I please unlock? All right. Are you gonna come say hi?
Sure, just say hi.
Okay. We're live right now.
Hey.
Everyone can see.
Oh my! How
So
are you?
She can't hear it because I have an earbud in. But what do you need unlocked?
Yeah.
On my tablet.
Her tablet.
Yeah, very cool.
Any more your day.
Yeah, she was spending time with Sissy. Micro's muted.
Is that
All right,
fun?
I'll give you 30 minutes, and then it's going to be close to bedtime. Okay. Love you, kiddo.
Well, that was fun. Kids are precious,
Yeah.
for sure.
She loves her tablet.
All right.
Of course, she had to ask me because mom's in the shower.
Makes sense. This is your shower time, isn't it? 8 o'clock normally?
Yeah, normally during the week. Yeah. Yeah, weekends I stay up a little bit later.
It's good to have a schedule and a routine, even if you didn't have a routine.
Yeah, because even during the week, normally I only get Tuesdays and Fridays to be able to watch stuff at home, and then every now and again, Saturday, Sunday, a little later at night, I'll try to watch some videos. But other than that, most of my watching YouTube time is for my 30 minutes at work during lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I have to listen to a lot. Sometimes I'll put my earbuds in, just play something and just listen to it while I work, but I don't always see what's going on. I can't comment. But I stay kind of up to date on what's going, what people are doing. It's hard to switch though. Like when a lot of times when a video's done, it'll click on to something I don't even know what it is. Especially if people don't have their video set up in like a playlist or to play their next video. I'll watch their video, and when it's done, it'll click on to something that I don't even want to hear or see. You know what I mean? Like somebody I don't know. And I'm just like, man, why can't you guys put your stuff in a playlist and I can watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
You know? What is this stuff?
All right.
Look.
There we go. Yeah, 130 there for Gordon. Overseas. They're saying.
What does that say?
No, it's all blurry. I can't see it.
It's in a different language. Yeah.
It's in some other language. I don't know what it is.
It looks like Farsi.
Maybe they have a
It could be. I don't know what it is. It's about my plants I started. Somebody saying something. Probably didn't do it right. No, they're coming out. They're coming up pretty good. I lost one Brussels sprout, one cabbage today. I saw.
Yeah.
But I planted extra. I mean, that you have that.
Yeah. So
I saw my iceberg lettuce is up now, which is my head lettuce.
Good.
I mean, I got
a lot of
leaf
stuff
lettuce.
that we plant. We can't plant directly in the ground. I mean, because there's just too much clay in this area. So we have to do everything either buckets and or the raised garden bed. Hence the reason why I made the raised garden bed to begin with. But the wife, she's not used to planting in a raised garden bed. She's used to just doing gardens directly in the ground where you have a normal garden. Well, I told her, I was like, everything that you plant in the ground, you can't necessarily do in a raised garden bed because it doesn't have room to grow. She's wanting to do the big stuff, like the squash and like pumpkin and watermelon and like all the stuff that just vines out. Right.
Some of that you can grow in a canister or a container.
Yeah, they have varieties that are better to do like in a single bucket. I was like, but if you're doing that in a raised garden bed, especially how we have ours shaped like a horseshoe, I was like, you can't do that because it's going to overtake so many other things. So I told her, I was like, you really, because I keep saying this is your garden. I need you to learn.
I've watched a few of them, but
what you want to plant and schedule it. So
yeah, you do. But you can check your seeds. A lot of them are like container friendly, 12-inch container friendly. You don't have to plant all the seeds. You can plant one or two seeds and have one, you can plant potatoes in a pot. You can plant tomatoes in a pot. You can plant watermelons in a pot. Especially the smaller hybrids like the sangrias and stuff. You don't need a lot of room for that.
They have some of like the smaller watermelons, the one that are more like cantaloupe size. That are perfect, like watermelon. That's perfect,
and they're good. And you'll eat the whole thing in one. You can eat one during one setting or two if you need to. The thing is, they don't take up a lot of space. Those big watermelons, we cut those up. We'll eat them all week, though.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I would love to. But I mean, the majority of the stuff that I'm going to be doing in buckets. So for this season, I think I'm only because I have the square buckets. It's actually the old the cat litter is what I'm using.
Those are nice buckets. Yeah.
I'm going to be making a stand to put them in, but I need to put them into a stand that our dog will not get to it because he loves to get into the garden. He loves to eat everything that's in the yard.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to be updating our raised garden bed as well to put like a little barrier on the sides and along with a little trellis and a gate in the front. So that's coming.
That sounds good.
I'm also going to be doing.
Get down there. We plan on coming down this summer if we can get down there. So hopefully, maybe earlier than later.
Yeah, come on out.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We will definitely work if we come out there. Help you
Yeah.
do whatever you need.
Well, yeah, like I said, I mean, once I'm able to get some materials, get stuff set up to where we can get going on to the blacksmith shop,
Mhm.
that would really be the most beneficial time that I'd probably need the help and the assistance. Plus, I know that's something that be more of like what you would actually want to be working on.
Yeah, it don't matter to me. It doesn't. It
Yeah.
really doesn't matter to me. I like to stay busy regardless. So whatever you need done, probably what you wouldn't want to do. That's what I'd probably be best at.
No, I mean, because for the most part, the blacksmith shop is going to be a 12 by 16.
Yeah.
It's really an extension of the external garage that's out there that we have as the wood shop.
Yeah.
So a majority of that is going to be just the standard stick frame.
Yeah.
The only difference that I want to do
And how are you
is
doing
more
your
of where the main door area is, because I want to have kind of like the barn style doors that open.
Yeah.
Right. So that whole frame for that I actually want to have as a 6x6.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So that's really going to be the only difference. Everything else is either going to be a 2x4 or 2x6 construction.
What are you doing for foundation?
Well, for that I'm just going to
Trench and
do
block? Just like a
no. I
trench
just
and
want to
block?
do more of like a post frame.
Oh, you're gonna do post frame? Is your garage now post frame?
No, the garage now is concrete slab. But I didn't want to pour a concrete slab for the blacksmith area.
You want dirt?
Yeah, it's gonna dirt floor, but I do plan on putting something else there, but not concrete.
Makes sense. Wood chips or something? Not for a forge, huh?
Yeah. Well, portions of it, I can go ahead and share it out there. I don't think there's a whole lot of people here that are gonna watch. So, portion of it I do want to have as rock, because I do want some areas of it to be wheelchair
I think
friendly.
everybody here will watch. There's 3 people here. Everybody here will watch. And
Yeah, ultimately, in my mind, what I want is a majority of the area I want to have as a just rock. Kind of like the like 1/2 inch crush, like a driveway rock, basically.
Yeah.
As a smaller rock
Crushed
foundation.
rock.
Yeah, crushed rock, and then but I want to have a section of it as well that's going to be more of where like the workbenches and stuff are, and some of the other things like the sander area and things like that. I want to have set up as a ingrained wood floor.
Oh,
So
nice.
I would have a few like chunks of wood, either like a 2x4 section or like something roughly there, but I want to be all ingrained.
Yeah.
Going in kind of like a
nice.
brick. Yeah.
Right. Kind of like they do bowling alleys and stuff.
Yeah, kind of. Because I actually got the idea from is another he does timber framing and blacksmithing and stuff like that here on YouTube. So it's another channel I saw it from, and I really liked it. And I was like, "What? I like that." And he gets a lot of his stuff based off of Japanese timber framing, and his blacksmith shop was set up kind of like that.
Did they do timber framing in Japan, or did they build with bamboo? Don't they?
Oh no, they do a lot of timber framing and joinery, and like some of the Japanese timber frame joinery is like next level compared to American timber framing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I know some guys that do some timber framing. It's pretty good stuff. These barns have been around for hundreds of years with this stuff. I've got a whole box of
Yeah, that's the difference is, American timber framing has been around for a couple of 100 years. Japanese timber framing has been around for thousands of years.
wood pegs, old walnut, new old stock walnut pegs.
Yeah.
This would have been all shaped from something. No, it looks like it's been on a lathe. Somebody made these.
Oh, yep.
But still look really nice in some timber wood. Walnut.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe twig holes. Yeah, I plan on building some furniture like that here coming up. A lot of the work we
One
do.
of these days, I might actually finish my my shave horse.
We don't film a lot of the work we do. We're not a how-to channel. We're labeled as entertainment, so we're more of like I try to find the fun in art and everything, and I try not to really bring. So I do show some of the things we've done if I think it'll help somebody out or if it's funny, but there's a lot of channels out there that you can go and learn all that stuff, and I don't want to be one of those.
Yeah,
so.
I definitely have not been.
If I was going to do that, I would
I
would start another channel and do it on something totally different. Matter of fact, we talked about starting another channel and separating just our daily life from a few of the different things we do. Because like the taste test reviews and the traction vlogs and all that, a lot of people like. But
I mean, I do have a second channel. I haven't really promoted it a whole lot because it is more towards woodworking and knot tying. And I really have not had time to post to it. I do have, I think, 4 videos on that channel. So until I can really get to the point where I can start doing a lot more with it.
Right.
Yeah. I've only promoted it a few times.
That's okay. It's better that way too. Sometimes. But
some of the videos that are there, they've actually gotten pretty good traction, even though it's only 4 videos. I think I only got like 30 something subscribers on that channel.
Yeah. It is what it is. I know people with no videos that have thousands of subscribers.
Yeah.
So, hey, there's Gail Southern Living. Welcome. How are you?
So I did share out the channel, so I don't know if we got more people showing up.
Maybe. I know a lot of people were still on live. Friday's not normal for me at all to go live. So this would be the first time we've ever gone live on a Friday. We're usually, we work a lot. So Friday nights, usually we don't even get home till 7. And then we got everything.
Well, I know
want to do
originally we stated we were going to do 6 o'clock.
Maybe. Well, you can do that.
So I know
8 works best for me, but when I do it on my channel, when you guys do it on yours or the sprinkled donut, you can do it that early, and I'll jump on if I can. But I think later's better for me actually on Friday.
Yeah, I just know that a lot of people that follow my channel, there's at least 3 or 4 other channels that go live during this time. They're all going to be over there. Yeah.
If we give the information we need to give early, though, people can come back and watch it. It's harder when you do it towards the end.
Yeah.
But I've got quite a few people on my team. I'm not sure I want to promote anymore because, man, I think we're getting pretty big. I mean, our team's gotten pretty big. It's bigger than it was the last 6 months.
Well, obviously I was not a team captain last time. I got my book.
Yeah. You got to have photos for everybody, though.
Oh, yeah. No, I've been writing people down. So, I mean, for just the one-time stuff, I only got a couple. But, yeah, for my 6-monthers, I'm using both hands to count.
Oh, well, I'm almost getting there. I mean, I bet we probably have 10 people, huh? But I've got a lot of people that said they are going to send me video or photo. I really had to remind people because a lot of people said they wanted to, and then they forget or they don't, or they send me the wrong thing. So it's been it has been work. But March 1st, see, if I don't get people on the team, then they're not eligible for the prizes. That's the thing. I
Yep.
think we should give some prizes away to people that, maybe various things if we can.
Well, I mean,
It
that's
doesn't
one
have
of
to
the
be
things I
something
said.
big.
That I've even been telling people too that if they're not going to do the whole 6-month challenge thing, they're not going to join the team to support the entire 6 months.
Right.
As long as they're coming into the live shows,
Yeah.
that we can possibly. I didn't say that we would, but I said possibly try to do some type of giveaway during a live show.
Yeah.
It's really going to
No,
turn,
I'm
which
sure we can.
try to
I'm
draw
giv-
people in. Yeah.
Right.
You guys do the little contest too. That's
And
fun.
I'm doing, I mean, in the live chat, there's going to be challenges. Now, those challenges are going to be won by team members, but we need to give like a secondary prize for these people in the chat that aren't a team member. So they're motivated to be involved in stuff too. So I know we're going to do some of that. It may only be like a $5 Amazon card, but I mean, $5 for Amazon, that's either shipping if you don't have Prime, or it's something if you do. You know what I mean? I mean, it could be something else too, maybe to a different store or a Bitcoin. I'm very creative, so we could come up with a lot of different things. And there's some really odd currencies out there, like things that look like other things, Hershey Kisses and bottle caps and stuff, and they're actual legal tender, but they're just like pieces of silver and gold. Things like that, they're only worth $2 in those things, and they're not that expensive to buy, but they're fun to have and they go up in price. I mean, there's a lot of little things that I can get for prizes.
Did you ever used to collect Pogs?
Yeah.
Did you ever do Pogs?
Yeah, I had Pogs.
So when I was stationed in Iraq, right, for the time that I was over there, we were not allowed to use metal currency, right? So any type of dollar, we could use a dollar, but for change, we were not allowed to have metal change for whatever reason. So when we were in Iraq, all of our quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies were Pogs. They were actual printed currency that we used, and they would give us that change in Pogs, and we could spend it at the store, at the next, at the coffee shops, at whatever. But once we left that base or wherever we were at, that money was really it wasn't used anywhere else, only there. But I still have quite a few of those the Pogs that was money.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I've seen some of that. Fiji is one of those countries that had a lot of that odd currency because they had that typhoon or hurricane or whatever wiped all of them out, and they got a lot of support from a lot of different things. And so instead of over there, the silver wasn't worth much, but they can get $2 coins out of it and make it with the Coke cap or a Hershey Kiss, and Hershey and Coke and them gave them money to get back on their feet, and so that's legal tender in Fiji, but it's only worth $2 or whatever to them. But it's pretty cool, and it's silver, it's gold.
Yeah, because I mean I've even said for my team, right, that I've already stated that whoever's going to have the longest beard is going to get a handmade tomahawk.
Yeah.
And then, but I wanted it to be fair for everybody because some people are already starting with a beard, some people are not.
Yeah.
So I was also going to have a secondary winner that whoever has the longest growth during this entire challenge is also going to win something.
Yeah.
And I have not put out what that's going to be yet, but I can give a hint here. And it's something I can show.
I'm also giving away. I know. Go ahead. I was going to only talk till he got it. What is that? What is it? Yeah, but what is it?
So not only this. Well, it wouldn't be this exact one, but I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah, there we go. It's whiskey.
And a lamp.
Blanton's. It's a lamp,
So,
whiskey bottle lamp.
so this is a Blanton's bottle.
Wow.
Blanton's is actually a bourbon that's really hard to get a hold of.
Bourbon.
It is a Kentucky straight bourbon or a single barrel bourbon, and I have a few of these that I've turned into lamps. And the what's actually inside the bottle is bituminous coal.
Bituminous
So
coal.
it's
And where'd
so
you
it's
get
actually
that
filled
at?
with coal. That's what I use to blacksmith with. That's what I use in my
Okay.
forge is coal.
All right.
So it's actually Pennsylvania coal.
Yeah, I knew you
And-
used coal, but I didn't know you used bituminous. What is that?
Yeah, bituminous. Yep.
No, okay.
And then I filled that up in the lamp, put that in there, and well, actually, this one here is anthracite. The coal that's in this one is anthracite.
Thanks, waitress.
But I do plan on putting this lamp onto a base. This one's mine. I'm not getting rid of it. I do plan on putting it onto a base because I'm going to be making a little bit bigger base onto it that I can put some of like my naval coins and stuff onto it. And then I also want to have, let me see if I can find it. Wherever it went. Oh no. So each bottle comes with a the cork that's in it is shaped like a horse, right? Like a racehorse.
Yeah. The core cuts are shaped like a racehorse.
Yeah. And then it has a letter. Right. So there it is.
It's nice.
So and
How much does that run?
Each horse is a little different. So these bottles here, well, I get whenever I'm able to find them because they're very rare and hard to find. But at our package store for the military, this one runs roughly $60.
So in the store, it'd be about 200.
Yeah, if I go to online or order it to ship, to have it come to me, these are normally like $100 bottle of whiskey. But you can see, I don't know if you can see, like right here has a little letter.
Yeah.
I have the L.
Yep. I see the L.
They have all of them that actually spell out Blanton's. So BLANTONS. And each horse is different. So it goes from basically starting at the gate to the full out run of the horse to basically the win.
And the win's like a special reserve.
And no, but they do have, so they have a gold, they have a black, they have just the standard. So they do have four different whiskeys in Blanton's. But what's different, so what's so special about the Blanton's, okay, is this is a Kentucky bourbon. It is made from the same people that do what is it? The Four Roses, I believe. But anyway, whenever a bourbon is made, it goes into a house, right? So it's put into a barrel. It goes into a house to be aged. Well, a lot of the houses nowadays, right, in this day and age, they're all metal. So they're going to heat up and cool down differently throughout the years. Blanton's, the house that it gets stored in is wood. So it's completely different. It's one of
it'd be good.
Yeah,
It would retain the spirit.
So the temperature of how it is stored is completely different compared to newer. So like some of these warehouses and stuff where they store whiskey could be brick, they could be metal, whatnot. But for the one that this one is stored in, it's completely wood. So it actually changes the flavor of the bourbon.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's very, very good. but it's
Sounds
very,
good.
very hard to find in our
Yeah.
area.
Never heard of it. I'm about to look for it.
But yeah, it is. If you ever get some, yeah, definitely try it because it's very good. So,
I'm
like I said,
looking
I
for the
do
one
want to do a
too.
wooden base. Because I want to have a place where I can put all of
All
these
those.
courses.
Yeah.
That spells out all of Blanton's, and then I also want to have a couple rows that I can put like my coins that I've collected from the military.
Oh, you have coins too?
Yeah. So I
What
mean,
kind of coins do you collect from the military?
well, I can show you. So this is one I actually got from a friend whenever he retired. So yeah, I mean, I have all kinds. I have some that were just like ship's coins. I have some that were like Chiefs coins. I have ones that were like C&O coins. I have a coin from the Army. Like whenever I did my tour in Iraq, I worked for the Army. So the coin I got actually came from a brigadier general. It's pretty cool. But this is one of the coins I got from my friend that just retired. So he's from Louisiana. Obviously, he's an LSU fan. So he did that one. And then this is the backside. So OS1SW Babino, Babs. Then it has the dates of whenever he joined the military for his 20 years. And then down here in the bottom, it has the little, I don't know if you can see it, says 040.
Yep.
So that was his boot camp division, 040.
Oh. I thought that was the weight of the silver.
And then, yeah, and I got some, like the one I got from the Army, from the Brigadier General. That one is, well, he was known, or his team for the Army was the Dragon Slayers. Right? That's what he was known as, Dragon Slayer.
The Dragon Slayer.
So his coin is like 3 inches in diameter, and it has like this ginormous dragon on it. And it
sounds awesome. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah. So I want to be able to display my coins that I have.
So your second prize is going to be a Benton's.
So yeah, my other it's going to be a Blanton's. It will be, because I only have 2 bottles. I'm keeping the cork. I'm not going to be putting the cork with the bottle, with the lamp.
Right.
It's only the lamp, not the cork. And I'm going to be.
Well, I guess I'll join your team.
Yeah.
We're giving away a throwing axe. It's a Norse made. It's got the leather handle. It's got some old Celtic stuff on the handle and like a forged head. I didn't forge it though. Somebody else did. But we're giving it away to whoever grows or finds the most artistic beard between now and July 1st, not August 1st, because I got to give once I find all my entries, we're going to vote on them, and whoever votes to be the most artistic, that's who's going to win that throwing axe. So a lot of people will have a chance. I don't get to pick it. Everybody on our team will get a vote on it. So they'll all get to do it together, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm gonna have a couple more, and I think I'm gonna stick with the Norse kind of theme. I may do like some sort of a horn, like a drinking horn, maybe some sort of a dagger, but all Celtic kind of beard type fun stuff.
Hey, Gordon, you're good. I mean, if you can't support the 6 months, that's cool.
Yeah, but it doesn't take
a picture for the Team Bearded Yeti to give that one-time support.
There you go. Even one-time support, it's going to help in your overall.
Yeah, still 3 inches.
Yeah. Or if you have a beard, it'll be more than that. Does he have a beard right now?
Yeah, if you got a beard, which Gordon has.
Which I'm telling my members, if they're going to shave before, which this is a hint, I'm telling you, if they're going to shave before August 1st, let me get a picture with it being as long
Yeah.
as it's going to be right now because I want those extra inches.
Oh yeah, I actually
I'm
do
not
have
calling
a
all my
couple
bearded
guys.
friends yet because I want to get them later, and I'm actually not adding any links right now either. I want to do it all later. That way
You gotta do a
nobody
video at
knows.
least once a month.
I will do a video, but you don't have to add any links.
Well, if you're doing a video, you might as well add the link.
Yeah, but then you'll know what I got. I might be able to just wait, drop 1,000 inches at the end.
It's all right. Bring it. Bring it on.
Monthly check-ins?
You do have to do monthly check-ins, so.
Yeah.
But I'll play, but I'm gonna play.
Oh yeah, for the guys that are doing the full 6 month, I am keeping record monthly of what their lengths are, because that's how I'm keeping track of who grows the longest beard in that 6 month time. But yeah, for anything other than that, the individuals, I will continue to do the video monthly, minimum monthly of the single time, like the single individuals that say, hey, I want to
Yeah.
support. And
Yeah, I probably
so
will too.
I will definitely do that.
Oh yeah. Every time I get a video or photo from now until August, I'm gonna put a compilation together at least once or twice a month, and put everybody's picture up and everybody's name up. Talk about their channel. Talk about their beards. Maybe find some fun stuff with some beards. I'm hoping things kind of change from when they did last summer, and we can kind of mingle a
And
little bit this summer. I hope.
And I can tell you right now that I saw an individual at Home Depot last week. Well, actually, Gladys did. I missed it. I did see him, but as he was getting into his truck driving off, so I wasn't able to go talk to him. Of a glorious, glorious beard.
Yeah.
That I'm going to stock this Home Depot until I see this individual again.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you. This beard was majestic, and there's no shirt that has a measurement on it that can measure the length of his beard because it goes beyond that.
Wow.
Goes beyond
That's
the
cool,
shirt.
though. That's awesome. Yeah,
Now,
you'd have to use a tape measure.
if
You would
he's a
have to use a
grower
tape measure
or a
for that.
shower, you might be able to measure from that the tip of his beard, but no shirt.
That's funny. That's cool though. Yeah, it's I see guys with beards. It's little sometimes you're like, should I go ask them or not? Are they gonna feel weird taking a picture for that?
Oh, I talk to everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I do too. But I still think, shouldn't I?
I ain't scared.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about. You can't be scared. You won't win. You
Nope.
won't win if you're scared.
Yeah, James. I don't think James knows what he's getting himself into.
I don't either. Is he here tonight? He'll come back and watch this.
No,
his internet's having a hard
I
time.
know that around. Well, I mean, obviously it's going to be this time, but he normally goes on Fridays over to Sam's channel because I want to say it's what 7 o'clock, 7 to 8 is normally his.
Now, one thing I did, I made a video. It's unlisted, but I shared it. I added all my team members to a messenger, so everybody's in one messenger. Everybody on my team so far, so I can info drop right there. And I also added a video that explained everything. Didn't list, it's unlisted, but I gave them the link, and so they're able to share it if they want people to help to get people to join. And then, and it explained everything to them. So it kind of explained everything. People were a little confused on everything, I think, but
whenever I talk to people, they get a little confused about like I sit there and try to explain. Then obviously some of the guys I talk to, they try to also promote and try to explain. And same thing. I point them towards a video and I'm like, here, show them this.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. And then that's what I did. A few examples to show them what to do. And I told them all we need is a video before March 1st. That's the biggest thing. Photo or video saying you're part of that team before March 1st, and then you'll have plenty of time to kind of get the feel of things and what it's all about. It's not going to be it is a commitment, but it's not as huge as that first 6 months of shaving. I mean, you still got to be part of the team. You're going to have to do a little bit of whatever. You're going to take photos. You're going to have to collect beards. You have to grow a beard, whatever. But it's not like the first 6 months where you had a beard, you had to shave, you got to have a beard. I mean, it's not that stressful. So I tried to make it a lot easier. Try to get
that's
it
never
so.
going to happen ever again.
No, me either. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just not. But it was cool to see the ones that did do it shave completely off and grow what they've grown in 6 months. I mean, it's about 7 now, but wow, what a difference, huh?
Yeah, I know. We're some
Hey, there's
sexy.
Grayson's Forge.
What up, JT?
What is that? A little hammer? Keychain hammer he made.
Yeah. That's Mr. Jeff himself. The other Jeff. The other Jeff.
And Baja Wildman's here. What's up, Beardos?
Yeah, see, so one of these other lives probably is
finally got over.
So now everyone's starting to come over.
Yeah.
Cause
okay.
Like I said, I know there's a few. I know Sam goes live.
So you want to do 6 o'clock
goes
then?
Live.
That's what you'd rather do at 6 o'clock? I can if I get home. Today would have been fine. We got done early. The kids didn't have school today for whatever reason, and we got done early.
The other two.
6 to 8 or what?
Well, I mean, even just 6 to 7, because 6 to 7 our time. I mean, I'm not even truly worried about it because it's one of those that you can't really dictate our time based off of anybody else because if people really 100% want to support. Yes, you can't.
You can always come back. That's the beauty of YouTube.
You try.
Some people feel bad because they don't have people in their lives, but then I'll have 2 people in my lives, and I'll have 150 people watch it the next day. And sometimes I'll have 50 people in my life, and I'll have it'll be 54 people the next day. They all watched it while I was live. It doesn't matter. If people want to watch it, they're going to watch it. And if they don't, they're not going to. But I just wanted to hang out. It's Friday night. I don't always get to sit home and do nothing. I thought it'd be fun. And I think it'll be fun checking in every Friday, which we're still building teams right now. That's why it's not getting crazy beard up.
Yeah.
But
and Gladys did pop in for a second, but she didn't want to come say hi.
Yeah. Are you doing next Fridays then, right? Or are we going to James's?
It should be James' turn, but
I didn't know how it was.
We were doing every other Friday. It's on a 2-week rotation. What it's supposed to be.
Okay.
That way, we're doing 2 challenges a month.
Right. Sounds good.
What are we gonna do for this challenges? Is I thought chat.
Did you get a pink tip beard?
I never did.
I didn't either.
I tried.
And I told everybody.
I did. So I guess that one's null and void.
Yep, that one's done. Everybody's like, I'm not dyeing my beard too. We got to do something for St. Patrick's Day.
Like you can even do, just like the one day, it doesn't even dye anything.
Yeah, you could have washed it out. I told them highlighters would have worked. I still couldn't get anybody to do it. I'd have done it, but I can't do it. No captain can do it. It has to be somebody else.
Yeah, it had to be someone else. Which I thought I had someone, but they said no. So
I thought somebody would. I thought for sure somebody would know somebody.
Yeah.
Honestly. Spaceman Dudley's here. What's up, people?
Spaceman Dudley.
But
yeah,
so I mean, if we're should have something to do with St. Patrick's Day. Does anybody in the chat have anything they want to come up with that would be a challenge beard-wise for St. Patrick's Day?
You could find a
Yeah, I mean,
true
we did
orange
color
Lucky
last
Charms
time.
beard.
No one wanted to do color,
Orange leprechaun beard.
but it could be anything, any type of challenge that involves a beard.
I have a good idea, but I don't know. I'll let the chat talk.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
supposed to
we
be
only have 2
Chad.
people in here. So
I
Irish
saw this
themed,
live. Oh, yeah, I
Irish
guess-
themed challenge, beard challenge. Something that we have to do as teams and captains before the next 2 weeks, because that'll be not next Friday, but the next Friday, that we have to get some either photo or video of, or do something with our own beard. Can be any challenge, really. But the chat's going to come up with it. I'm doing well. Space Fan Dudley.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Just loving Friday.
You know, I
It's
can't
Friday.
catch a break with all this rain.
Picture wearing a kilt. Oh my.
Well,
beard
yeah,
wearing
I
a
know
kilt.
a lot
Someone
of
with
people
a
that have
beard.
kilts.
Beard wearing a kilt. That'd be a
I
good
don't own
one.
a kilt.
Beard full of Lucky Charms marshmallows.
So here's
You could do that.
we got somebody with a picture of a man with a beard wearing a kilt. Now I don't know if that's it. We'll see if there's any other beard full of Lucky Charms marshmallows. Lucky Charms marshmallows. That's funny. Be all shamrocks in there. Yep, a lot of. I could do kilt.
Yeah, I don't own a kilt, but I can borrow a short skirt.
My son owns a authentic kilt from Scotland.
Yeah. Well, it was one of the because I've never done like the genealogy thing, you know, the 21andMe or any of those stuff. So I really don't. I know I'm a mutt. I just don't know how much of a mutt I am.
My dad did it, and my mom did it. I think they sent that. Which company is it?
Ancestry.
Ancestry.com.
Yeah, I know it's something that both Gladys and I like we've talked about that we do want to do it. It's just whenever we can come up with $100 a piece to do it, that's something that's kind of like back burner. The bills and other things are a lot more important.
No, I know. Absolutely.
Blacksmith shop. That to me,
that's your
blacksmith
focus
shop
right now.
Priority.
You're getting there. You're working on it. That's neat. What you got going on right now. That's definitely steps in the right direction. So.
Oh yeah, once I'm done with
it's
the
one
shed,
step at a time. That's how you do it.
Once I'm done with this shed, all that stuff in that little storage area gets moved over. A lot of stuff that's in the wood shop that doesn't need to be in the wood shop gets moved over.
You'll be amazed how much that helps.
We can get that organized. I can get that tore down, and then once that's tore down, game's on. I mean, I'm gonna be ripping down walls. I'm gonna be extending. Once I get that going, it's gonna start going quick. Must bisect the knees. Yeah. Kilt must go past the knees.
So we got to make it a little tougher than that. I don't mind giving. We can do both those challenges. We can give everyone try to get a picture of their beard full of Lucky Charms marshmallows. Give everybody like 6 inches for any photo that you're taking of that. Only one per person though. You can't take your picture of yourself every day and get 6 inches for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do a picture of a man with a kilt. But I think if you own a kilt, you probably have a beard. So that can't be the only thing. We got to make it a little tougher than that. So it's a man with a beard in a kilt, but there's got to be something else with it, something that's not ordinary.
Yeah.
And I'll come up with a prize before next Friday. It'll be decent. I'll have one. It'll be decent. I'm not sure what it'll be, but it'll be something good. But it's going to be a
Mr. William
picture of a
Hughes in the
man with a
house.
kilt. Yeah. Look at this guy. Ivy's beard's still longer than any others. What in the world?
pretty
Let me
close. I
straighten
don't know.
mine
I
out now. Let me straighten mine out.
think I got you.
You probably
I
do.
know we're pretty close. We're right
Yeah,
there.
I think so.
Yeah. Wearing a Shamrock Force T-shirt. I think I own one of those.
That would be pretty unique, wouldn't it?
Mr. Soley himself. Yes. I think you got to be in the circle to know Mr. Soley from Shamrock Forge.
Yeah.
He's a wee lad. He's very short.
Oh.
he's
have a
almost to
Shamrock
be a
Forge.
munchkin. He's almost at a munchkin status.
Is he?
I've yet to meet him in person, but I have met a few other people in person to see their stature of height compared to him. And yes, he is a wee lad.
A wee lad.
Little tiny fella.
So a guy with a beard and a kilt doing something. Something out of the ordinary. It had to do with beards. That's hard. So a shamrock in beard, sipping on a cold mug of green beer. Okay, I will go for that because you'd have to dye the beard, you'd have to find the shamrocks, you'd have to get the kilt, and you have to be the first one to do this. So we're only going to give one prize. Whoever comes up with this and sends me the messenger, either through James or you or me, with a picture of, and you know what? If they're not at this live, that they're going to be behind and not know about this challenge right away, which I'm going to go tell my
they
team,
should be.
but they should be here. Now, if you get a picture of a guy with a beard, no, we shouldn't say green beard, orange beard. Leprechauns
the
have
beard doesn't
orange
need to be
beards?
colored.
Leprechauns have orange.
Well,
I mean, if it is colored,
we'll give extra points.
We will add 2 inches.
All right, plus 2 and 3. 3 inches. We're
2.
sticking even. Now, if you get a picture of a man with a beard in a kilt with shamrocks in your beard, sipping a cold mug of green beer, you're gonna win some sort of prize. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be somewhere between the $5 and $15 range. $5 and $15 range. Okay. Depending on what it is. You'll win between $5 and $15 prize. And I'll probably have a few prizes and draw one from a hat. I'll probably have 3 prizes between $5, $10, and $15. I'll draw one from a hat. Whatever I draw, that's what you'll win for a picture of a man with a beard in the kilt with shamrocks in his beard, drinking a cold green beer between now and Friday.
Next live, right? That's when we do
Before
drawings during the lives.
I will draw one of 3 prizes, and that's what the person that has the first picture of this will win.
Yeah, so anyone that
could be a $15 prize, it could be a $5 prize, but you're going to win something between $5 and $15 in 2 weeks. And then if it's orange like a leprechaun, okay, orange like a leprechaun, you're going to get an extra 3 inches added to your total. And then if the first person wins that monetary prize. Any other pictures after that, you automatically win 6 inches.
Huh?
You'll win 6 inches to put towards your team. Because if somebody goes through that, we get 10 photos. The first one's going to win a prize that's worth $5 to $10 worth of stuff. Every other photo of
Right.
that, they'll get 6 inches to add to their team.
Per photo?
I would say.
Oh, so for each additional, we
Yeah,
can
but
add
it can't
6.
be the same person.
Right.
It can't be the same person. So you can only have, I mean, however many people
But they
you
have to
have
have
on your
everything.
team.
They have to have a kilt,
They have to have it
drinking a
all.
beer
Right.
with an orange beard.
Yes. They have to have shamrocks in their beard, have a kilt on, be drinking a green beer, not just a beer, a green beer, and have a beard. It's a lot. It really is a lot.
Is that a colored beard or just their natural beard?
No, that just their natural beard.
Okay.
They got to have shamrocks in it. They got to have a kilt.
Yeah.
They got to be drinking a green colored beer. You'll get 6 inches if you're not the first one. They only have 2 weeks to do this.
Can they use any kind of shamrock?
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
like
can
what-
draw them,
Yeah, any
marshmallows, confetti. You can cut
Confetti,
them out of
yeah.
paper, whatever you want to do. But if whoever does this first is going to win a big prize, whoever gets it, they get 6 inches for their team. And we'll just
Yep.
skip the marshmallows in the beard because that'll be part of. You actually have to have a kilt. We're not doing the marshmallows in the beard part. We can do that some other time. So the challenge is a picture with a man with a beard in a kilt, shamrocks in your beard, drinking a cold beer.
Drinking
And
a
if it's
green beer.
orange, a green beer. And if your beard's orange, you get an extra 6 inches. That's a lot. That's a
That
big
is a lot.
challenge.
Hey,
It is doable.
Pat came up with it.
It's doable. It'll work for. It'll be really cool for St. Patrick's Day, especially if we get some photos. You know what I mean? So that'll work really well. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I would love to see 10 photos of that. Even if it gets to 60 inches, it'd still be a lot of fun to see that. 10 to 11 guys dressed up like that drinking beer. That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun.
Hey, I don't even own a kilt.
You can put shamrock marshmallows in your beard. That counts as shamrocks. That's right.
Oh yeah.
He says, Drayson says,
You got it,
message.
JT.
He's like, I got, you know what Drayson says? I got one of those pictures in stock. What are you
Oh, I
talking
got
about?
you.
I'll send you the one I've already taken. My wife uses it as a wallpaper. That's funny, Drayson.
and I'll do a little spoiler that JT has a 10-inch beard.
Yeah. That's awesome. My nephew's got a really long beard. Very long beard. I remember he was growing that when my son was.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm going to be stalking that guy from Home Depot because his beard is at least 30 inches. At least 30 inches.
It hangs down to his waist. He's been growing it for I think about 10 years now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, that guy from Home Depot, at least a minimum of 30 inches.
That's nice.
Oh,
That's
I'm going to
nice.
find him.
It's beautiful. I think it's great because I'm going to get to see some
and it
really
was
nice
naturally
beer.
orange.
Gives me something to. Yeah,
Dude, he was a copper top. I mean, it was beautiful, orange,
orange,
red. Oh,
bright orange.
beard.
Yeah, that's
it's
awesome.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are. I agree. That's why I grow beards. I think it's great. This whole thing's fun. I agree with that.
Oh yeah, love it.
Yeah, this has been
Love it.
So. All right. Well, we've been on for an hour and a half. My butt's getting tired, and I do have other things to do. I really appreciate you coming by. We have a challenge now. I'm gonna get with my team. Hopefully, you are too. If you guys haven't joined the team, make sure you get on a team before March 1st. I don't want to leave Team Bearded Donut out of here because I know his internet's bad. But you guys need to, if you
Yeah.
know the Sprinkled Donut Forge, go over, support him, get on
Go
his
check
team.
him out.
Send him a
James over at
photo
Sprinkled
saying
Donut
you're
Forge.
Team Bearded Donut, saying you want to support him until August 1st because he needs you. Jump on there. We're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be prizes, all kinds of stuff. And this should get better every Friday. We're going to switch around.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
I know you said every other Friday. If I'm around and I'm not doing something, I may just go live anyways Friday night. But I'm not promising anything. But if I do, I'll update everybody on what's going on. So, peace, guys. We love you guys. Anson, grow a beard. We'll build that forge. Later, man.
You better believe it. Thanks, brother.
Yep.
Mm.